What's up, family? This is your boy Ivan Hall, the Credit King. Do you know how a wage garnishment operates, and what options are available to you? Until your debt is paid off, a court may order that your employer take a certain amount of your income and send it straight to your creditor or another person you owe money to. This is known as wage garnishment. Wage garnishment is frequently used to pay for college loans, consumer bills, and child support. Until the debt is repaid in full or another resolution is found, your wages will be withheld. You have legal rights, such as limits on the quantity that can be ingested at once. And you may take action to decrease the impact and aid in your recovery. Payroll garnishment occurs more frequently than you may imagine. According to a survey by ADP Research Institute, 7.2% of the 13 million employees it evaluated had their pay withheld in 2013. The figure reached 10.5% for employees between the ages of 35 and 44. Child support, consumer debt, college debt, and tax levies were the main causes. Two categories of garnishment exist. In wage garnishment, creditors have the legal right to compel your employer to transfer a portion of your salary to settle your obligations. Bank levies, often known as non-wage garnishment, allow creditors to take money directly out of your account. When a creditor files a lawsuit against you for unpaid debt and prevails in court, garnishment frequently results. However, there are occasions when a creditor can compel garnishment without a court order, for example, if you owe past taxes, child support, or a sum on federal student loans. Depending on your creditor and state, the court will mail letters to you, your bank, or your employer, and the garnishment will start 5 to 30 working days after that. Until the debt, which may include court costs and interest, is paid, the garnishment will continue. What portion of your earnings may be withheld? Here is a summary of the percentage of your disposable income that a creditor may take from you under federal law. In the context of a wage garnishment, disposable income refers to the sum remaining after necessary deductions, such as Social Security and tax payments. Although you have some rights during the wage garnishment procedure, it is often your obligation to know about and use these rights. You must get a formal notice of the garnishment. If the notification contains incorrect information or you feel you do not owe the bill, you may challenge it. Some types of income, like Social Security and veterans benefits, are not considered income and are not subject to garnishment. However, if they are in your bank account, they can be liable for confiscation. If you have one wage garnishment, you cannot be dismissed, but, if you have more than one, you will no longer be protected. You can contest the garnishment if you think the judgment was rendered incorrectly or if you think it is adversely affecting your finances. Read the ruling carefully first to ensure that all of the details are correct. Verify that the debt is yours and that it is not something you have already paid. If so, think about the amount that will be taken and the impact it will have on your finances. Next, decide what to do. To determine what's best for you, if you haven't done so before, you could speak with a consumer law attorney or a local legal aid organization. Basically, you have three choices. Come to a different agreement. Speak with your creditors. Many customers undervalue the impact of a simple discussion, saying things like, "Look at a budget, see how much you owe, what you can pay, and then just call the creditor to see if you can work out a payment plan." Consumers and creditors both always have that option. Challenge the judgment. You can challenge the garnishment in court if you think it was made in error, will hurt you unfairly, or is being carried out incorrectly. You will need to move rapidly. You might only have 5 business days to appeal the decision. Accept the garnishment. The garnishment might be satisfied in full or in the installments specified in the judgment. The burden of a protracted sequence of payments may be quickly relieved if you borrow money from family or obtain a personal loan to pay off the judgment, which is still doable despite the garnishment on your credit record. Although it may be humiliating for you, it's important to be open and honest with your boss or the Human Resources Division. It's important to be proactive in approaching your employer about wage garnishment, advises Alderit. Talk to someone about what's going on and how you don't want it to become an issue. If a financial hardship results from pay garnishment, consult the free services of a nonprofit credit counselor to talk about your debt relief choices, such as a repayment plan or bankruptcy if you don't see a way out of salary garnishment. Your credit score will be impacted by a garnishment judgment for a period of up to 7 years. But both before and after income garnishment, there are a few simple strategies to improve your credit. Creating and following a budget will help you remain on top of your expenses and prevent more garnishments. From there, you may obtain items like a secured credit card to start the process of rebuilding your credit. For more credit tips, credit hacks, and credit repair secrets. Subscribe to our YouTube channel or visit us online at thecreditking.com.